What is good, everybody? What's good? It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero, and we back at it again with another episode of Future Financial Strategies. Shout out to everyone who supports the show, everyone who supports the movement, everyone who taps in with me live over on Guns and Butter, which will be coming on this evening, Thursday, May 25th. We're going to be tapped in. We're going to have some great conversations. It's going to be good. This is going to be a little bit of a different show. This episode, because we're going to be doing a reaction. But before we do the reaction, because I had to look this up. I was going to do it last week on Guns and Butter, and I did not. Because it happened last week on Guns and Butter. The wound was still fresh. But we're gonna tap in. We're gonna have a conversation. So, boy. But before we do that, I got a couple of things I want to touch on. First off, updates on my path to getting into private banking. I've submitted my application for my brokerage with Citi. And why did I choose Citi? I believe that with the way that the banking's going, you've got to pick one of the big fives. I did not pick this bank with this information known, because what happened after I'd already started down this road. But I wanted a private banking a relationship established. It was one of the things. I'm at a point where that's something that I'm going to be needing in the future. I know where my trajectory is going, and I know how I want my things to run. And if I'm going to have a bank account, I want to be treated like a person. I want to have all the benefits thereof. I want the bank working for me. And if you are not in a private banking relationship, your bank does not work for you. But I digress. A lot of these cats don't know that. You say private banking to people, their eyes glaze over. They don't get it. But I know, because I have connections and I know people. And those people put me on game. And then I apply it. That's the great thing about having people pour into you. When you apply the knowledge that they impart upon you, they tend to want to pour more into you. With that said, so there's that update. There is another thing that I want to bring to the front of the congregation. That's an update before we jump into this reaction. Now, what this says, this is some interesting news. Robert Kennedy Jr. is going to be accepting Bitcoin for campaign contributions and says that Bitcoin is an exercise in democracy. Now, I have a whole playlist that's part of this channel that is dedicated to crypto, and I normally don't bring that over here specifically because we are getting... I just don't... It's just not something that I want to consistently push, but like in the specifics in respect to Bitcoin and the fact that this market is not going away and it does it is a big part of my personal future financial strategy. I like dropping these, like whenever there's a gut punch to the naysayers, the people who are like, I don't get it. It doesn't matter that you don't get it. It really doesn't. It does not matter that you don't get it. It doesn't matter what you think, because it's what you think. What's happening, though, is, countries are adopting it. Governments are adopting it. The world is adopting it and utilizing Bitcoin. And you not getting it, or you thinking it's a scam, or you thinking that you don't understand it, does not matter. Doesn't matter a bit, because it's happening. Now you got Robert Kennedy. I mean, that's a pretty old man. He gets it. Okay. So there's that. There's, you know what? There was one other thing that we needed to add on to this as well before we get into the reaction. Here's another one for you, crypto related. This says, I'll read it for you. I know you can see it, but I'm going to read it for you. The United States legislators in Texas have voted to amend the state's Bill of Rights and add a provision recognizing the right of individuals to possess, retain, and utilize digital currency. The decision was made on Wednesday, May 10th. Also happened. So again, you not understanding doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. These things are going into law. The future's happening whether you're on board or not. And that's what we're going to do. I just dropped the That's the end of that sentence. So let's get into this reaction. Shout outs to Dee Dee. She got a great channel. It hurts my heart. These conversations hurt my heart. And, if I got to get traumatized, you guys got to get traumatized with me. So we're going to roll this back a little bit. Let's see where this is. So there might be some stuff that doesn't matter. Shout outs to the homies, Mandrell and Dusto, Scam Likely, and the homie Trey. Like, me and Trey go back and forth in the chat since I got down this rabbit hole over on Dee Dee's channel. It's a relationship channel, and unfortunately there's some young men over there and some old men over there that are just extremely jaded and just not doing stuff right. But this specifically caught my attention because it just shows, it's like, tell me you don't know about wealth without telling me you don't know about wealth. Because, like, I understand, like, we about getting to the bag over here, but, like, the important thing is building wealth and establishing financial power, establishing the ability to make sure that you ain't got to worry about asking nobody for nothing. We are on the build over here, and obviously, very much, I'm not sitting on the mountaintop dictating to you. We are making this journey together. We are making these moves together. But when I see stuff like this, I was like, man, I wanted to talk about it on Guns and Butter, and we might have to go back and talk about it on Guns and Butter. I might clip this up, and so that way we can do the panel discussion on it now that I've found it. And actually, before we do that, I gotta write this down. Hold on. 3:45:28. Okay, so let's get into the craziness. Hope you guys are ready. Shout outs to the homies.
The economy crumbles or whatever the case may be, and you can't work. You got to have someone who is a partner that can get through it, not just panic their way through it. So you got to build your wife. The same way this woman is building your children, you got to build your wife.
And I'm gonna chime in. I'm gonna go ahead and do the full reaction. I 100% agree with that. I don't understand how these men are out here wanting women who just sit at home and have no ability, no skills or ability. That sounds like you're leading with your wallet, and you're also leading from a place of fear because you can't have this woman established enough in her own to leave you, which means that, like, you are now capturing women, in my opinion. Also, if your wife knows nothing of money and is financially illiterate and you pass away, God forbid, then now she fumbles the entire bag of everything that you've built because now you're not here to guide her. And what if she doesn't? And what if she doesn't find a man to replace you to guide her either? Because none of us want to be stepdaddies. So now you're not even getting replaced. So like now she's not a good steward of your wealth that you built. And yeah, she can't do nothing but lose all the money that you made. And then like she's gonna be out here in these streets all over again, doing whatever. That doesn't sound like a good play. Like you need to have somebody who knows how stuff works. So that way, if you're not there, they can continue your legacy. Just going to throw that out there. Let's keep rolling.
You got to understand, she has a responsibility to look out for the family just as much as you do. Think about this. Even King Solomon had a council, right? So you're not better than King Solomon. So let's just keep it real.
Can you not build?
I am. I don't have 700 wives.
To be able to take.
I don't mean it that way, man. Joe.
I ain't out here throwing it out.
Come on, you know what I mean? Like it's like intelligence, bro. Come on,
And
man.
you also missing out, man, Dre.
Am I Trey?
I mean, can you also not
King
Solomon
had it figured out.
That was a good one. That was a good
where
one.
you
I'll
can't
give you
take
that.
I mean, can you also not build yourself up financially to where when you don't have to work, your female doesn't have to take the hit? Isn't that what certain types of insurances and other things are for?
Okay, but what if your sector, your sector of work or career falls apart, completely crumbles? What if the stock market crumbles? I'll
figure out how to get another job or start something within less than a week and a half.
So hold up. So this is the first red flag. And these are the types of dudes that want to come out here and all they do is throw their income in your face. And I'm just going to say it. If your conversations in circles of wealthy people is just your income, we're looking at you sideways. I don't know any wealthy people who are telling me how much their paychecks are. I don't know any wealthy people who are really talking about anything besides assets and things that pay passively. I mean, you could talk about passive income, but if you're just talking about your income, and then when posited with the question of like, okay, so if your industry goes away, what then? And I'll just go start another job. Like all you are is a worker. You're a high paid worker. That's it. You're not building anything. This thing doesn't run without you. The only thing that you have is your body and your labor, which is the highest taxed and the least profitable. The least profitable. That is not where your conversation starts if you're talking about wealth. And I understand that everyone's wealthy out here in these YouTube streets, and they're all rich and they make over six figures. But like the reality of the situation is, hold on. All right. So hold on. Oh, and see, this is, I guess if I ask better questions. So I'm going to switch this over real quick. This is the reality of the situation here. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, this is the U.S. Census Bureau, people, about 15% of households, that's two people. Two, not just one. 15% of households earn between $100,000 and $150,000, or not even $150,000, $149,000 a year. Another 8% earn between $150,000 and $199,000, and 10% earn $200,000 or more. What percentage of Americans earn six figures? Let's ask this one. Okay, so here we go. This is the one that I was looking at. So, which boils down to 18% of individuals. Individuals, that's individual people, earn more than $100,000 a year. 18%. We're going to go back to the reaction. So apparently, everyone on YouTube also earns six figures, according to this. And they're all 18% of those people. So, hold on. We'll do the quick math for you. U.S. population. Hold on. Let me get my. I'm making some moves here. I'm getting a calculator pulled up. I'm doing all this stuff. Wait a minute. Close that. Let's go to the calculator. The old coangulation. I'm going to tell you what to do. Hold up. Let me pull this out. So, hold up. What is it? U.S. population. What is it? 331.9 million. Okay. So, hold on a second. Let's get the old calculator up here. So, 331. It's 3. Okay. Multiply that times 0.18. I mean, I get okay. So that's like 5 million people. So like maybe everyone on YouTube actually does fit into that. I'm just saying 18% of the population, that ain't a whole lot of people. Like out of every 100 people, hold on. So every 100 people times 0.18. That's only 18 people out of every 100 people you see. So, I mean, if we extrapolate this down, you got 9 people on the panel. Well, I'll give her 10. 1, 8. That's 1.8. So, like, I mean, I guess almost 2 of them. I mean, geez, that's still, and they all just happen to be on YouTube. Okay, that's cool. So, anyways, we're going to jump back into this, but like apparently everybody's making it, but like these people are talking like wage slaves. Well, actually, it's not these people. It's this guy, the one who's currently speaking. And it's just a very dangerous space to be in, to where like if you stop working, the money just immediately dries up, because like that's his response is, if my industry goes away tomorrow, the money dries up, which means he probably has a Gucci belt. He probably got all the expensive clothes. He probably throws it in people's face. He probably has $1,000 or over car payment. And since the money's coming in right now, it's cool, but he's living hand to mouth, making apparently $200,000 a year. But we'll get into that. Let's just keep the reaction going.
Have 2 weeks.
Okay, so if the economy, if your sector of work crumbles and you have, just so to speak, you have to go get a job at Walmart, does that support?
I would never get a job at Walmart, because I know that on the internet you can find tons of different jobs and opportunities. So that'll never happen to where all of those other ones that were
Jermaine, you fighting a losing battle, man. Everybody on YouTube is rich.
I'm telling you,
not. I mean,
people don't know where society is going, bro.
I'm just saying, it's not that. I used to be many different things on my resume, from telecommunications, cable work, engineer, all these other things. But right now, I just wash cars for a living and make almost $200K. I can do anything that I want to do, and I can go to any other sector. There's so many opportunities for men to get jobs out here. There's no reasons to make excuses. In Miami,
I do agree with that. There are so many opportunities. There's a lot of bags to get. I can't fault him for that, because he's not wrong on that point at all. He's dead on the mark. There are so many opportunities, and I think it's interesting that they gave the Walmart job, because like honestly, me personally, I would never work at Walmart either. But if I had to, I would. But as he stated, there are plenty. I mean, like my default, like if I got to go get some side hustle money, I got to go get a second job. Easiest thing for me to do, go back to Ubering. Super easy, flexible. I can go Uber. I can do the math on it, figure out what I need, cover my car maintenance. I'm good. I would go do that before I went and worked at Walmart. Like that would be an option for me. Now, if it wasn't an option, like he said, there are tons of things that you can do in regards to being able to go get that bag without walking into Walmart and having to put on one of them blue vests. Let's carry on.
Emmy, they just let go of a lot of Hispanics that were out here doing really good construction jobs. Now, all y'all can go hurry up and try to get some of those anywhere you can get skills. So the more we keep coming up with these doom and gloom,
ain't nobody moving to Florida.
The more we keep coming up with these doom and gloom situations to where you have to go work at Walmart or you have to end up at the bottom of the totem pole. And so now you need a female to take care of it. No, learn how to get yourself built. Like I literally would tell you this, and I'm gonna shut up. If I lose my job, my business today, my resume is built up so much that when I blast it out on Indeed, I will get hit up within 24 to 48 hours and start a job that next week. And I've done it many times in the past with contract work prior to me starting my business. So if you just still making excuses that the only thing that you can do is these little small jobs out here, and you can't even either you can't start your own business or you can't get any of these jobs or skills, then you guys are the problem.
Ain't nobody moving to Florida, bro.
You don't have to.
I agree with him on this one also. And then the response that he just got, that I ain't moving to Florida. Some of y'all need to drop the entitlement. Some of you are working jobs in cities that you can't afford to buy anything in ever, that you'll never afford. You'll never be able to afford a house. You living in Hollywood right now, you're never going to be able to afford a house. You're going to work and rent to death. And you're going to work hard. And you're going to keep having to work harder. And you're going to have to do 3 and 4 side jobs just to rent, just to build nothing, just to scrape enough to just go on a random errant vacation that's going to be over. And then you're going to be right back there in Hollywood renting and not owning stuff, talking about, oh, the sun, it's nice, the beach. Awesome. You're going to live like a peasant the rest of your existence. It's great. Hope you enjoy it. I really do hope you enjoy it, because that's going to be a hard road. And then as you get old and alone and old and it's hard and you still need to work 5 jobs to be able to exist there, you're going to look back and realize that you fucked up. And it's going to be too hard. It's going to be too late to pivot then, because like you're not even going to be able to go. Like, where are you going to go? You're already broke. You're hand to mouth. You went on all those trips. Must be nice. Now you get to work gruelingly while your body hurts, while your bones get brittle as you age. Good luck with that. Let me know how it works out for you. I'm sure I'll hear you complaining on the internet.
That's indeed in your own state, but I'm just saying there are jobs anywhere and out there for you. Ain't nobody going to Walmart, and if you're going to Walmart or if you work at a call center still, or you in your 30s, you shouldn't be doing that.
YouTube making $200,000. I have to remind myself that on YouTube, everybody's rich.
I can go. I'll give you my everybody's perfect and give you my link. So everybody has go ahead and validate, because I'm not just everybody. I got my own information. So that
everybody can afford to do this lavish lifestyle. Everybody can afford to do this, even though the median income is about $50K. But everybody's living this lavish lifestyle.
Ahead. You can look my business up. Just Google.
I don't want to look you up, bro. You're not that important.
I'm the number one
You're
on
not
the
that important, bro.
And I'm the number one on the organic search on the spot.
What is it with you guys?
Go ahead and Google it, boss. Why you talking over it? Why you talking over it?
Come on down.
You wasn't nothing but a little
bro. The rest
you barely made 50, 60K a year, and you still doing it. And you mad at the world.
I've been retired for 3 years. What are you talking about? I don't work for anybody.
Let me back off.
What are you talking about? I don't work for anybody. I've been retired for 3 years. I retired in the middle of COVID.
Retired doing what? So basically, you just wasting your life.
Right,
you retired doing what?
What you say, sucker?
I'm retired, fool. I do whatever the hell I want.
Off of what? Making money off the government, keeping paid off the government?
And see, here's the thing. and this is an interesting argument. Homeboy is going to try to shame this man for retiring early, as though you just supposed. And this is the issue, and the lack of forethought that we're going to see within the community. Like, people are so financially illiterate that all they can do is go work. That's it. And then they'll want to shame people who don't have to go work hard. Like, make it make sense, Sway. Make it make sense. And then hold on, we're going to go ahead and keep going so that way we can get the context here. Let's go.
Yeah. What you doing? Huh?
You can't
what money is coming in? What did you do? Did you save up your retirement?
No, sir. I invested in the stock market. Okay,
so you got money in your account.
Yeah, I can't have silly conversations with silly people.
I mean, you sitting here. Hold up, you sitting here saying that somebody ain't making. Everybody's making $200K just because I said it, right?
No, I'm saying
now let's validate what you do. Let's validate where your funds come from.
You don't need to validate what I do. You're not that important.
But then don't come out here talking about me. Everybody's $200K. If you want, I'm the one that said I was $200K. Now, if everybody didn't say it, I'm everybody that you talking about.
I just found it funny that I literally just made a comment.
I say it all the time on there. I can definitely help you get it up. I can definitely help you get up to 150, 200K on your own business.
Sir, one of us is working and one of us is not. I don't need your help. I did what I was supposed to do, sir. I did it starting at 18, 19 years old, sir. I did it already. I did my time. I don't have to work for anybody else for the rest of my life.
If you want to learn the formula, I can show you Google SEO, Google SEO certification that you can get for free in order to figure out a way to get your own business to the top of Google. So that way you too can have your own way of making money, not just investing into a stock market, but invest into yourself. And if you really want to know a business that can get it up there for you, and you just want to cut through the BS, I got a company that'll do it for you for $7,500. But regardless,
for you for $7,500.
They'll get you to the top of Google and make your whole website for $7,500. But regardless of that, I can show
Sounds like a scam to me. I would.
Why is it a fucking scam? Why? Because
so this is what I find interesting. So homeboy who's got to go bust his butt to make $200K a year, which is cool, whatever, respectable if that's the truth. If that's the truth. Because anybody can say anything on the internet. But this is the thing that I don't understand. I've heard nothing about private banking. I've heard nothing about assets. This man has said that if his industry dried up and he couldn't go wash cars anymore, then he would have another job in 2 weeks, which means that that doesn't even sound like you got an emergency fund. How do you have $200,000 and no emergency fund? If you're making $200,000 a year, that means like every year, that's 5 years you've made $1 million. Where the money at, Sway? His quick snap answer is, I'll just go get another job. Which screams to me that the $200,000 is questionable. Questionable at best. Like if you making $200,000 a year and you working all the time, where does the money go? Because if you constantly working, you're not spending money the hours that you working. Unless you just working to go buy Gucci belts, to go buy Louis Vuitton shirts, to go get the $2,000 outfit, and that's all your outfits in your closet's full. Which I could, you can spend this money quick, like unless you got the most expensive car, unless you got a $2,000 a month car note, and then to say that to get mad at a person who doesn't have to work because they've invested, that's ownership, that's equity. You have a portfolio. He doesn't have to work because he owns a company where people like you go to work to make him money. Like, it doesn't even sound like this man is a business owner. It sounds like he created a job with no ceiling on it, so he gets to so that he can flex and say that he's got money coming in, but nothing's going on with the money because he's apparently not even buying stocks because he's not in a position to where he owns anything, because if this job dries up, he got to go get another job. We are hustling backwards. Like, if that's the mindset that you have, you need to kill that. Like, yeah, you should work hard, but like, you should also work smart. Like, what happens if you break your leg and you can't wash cars, bro? What happens then? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy to me. But this is the society that we're raising up. Like, they're making it. And this is the deal. It's by design. They've made it so good that you will just become a high performance slave. And then you'll shame people who are not slaving as hard as you. Like, it's wild. And I'm a person who's an advocate. I'm like, if you're not working 60 to 100 hours a week, you're not trying. If you're in a situation where something's got to be going on. But good God, man. You're not supposed to work 60 to 100 hours a week to death. Like, that's peasant shit. Like, that's insane. Insane. Let's keep it rocking.
Here's why. Yeah, look,
I'm at it the wrong way.
Because you got Wix, GoDaddy,
like you.
You got Google domains. I mean,
$700. I know. So on your salary,
look, dude,
make a website without paying $700.
Calm it down, because I hate when people come on here and they talk shit. Sorry, and they talk crap.
Fellas, a website costs
I don't take that shit too well. That's why once I get riled up, it goes left.
Then,
that's why you need to calm me down.
Get riled up.
My favorite generation.
Anyway,
Google SEO. All you're doing is screaming into a microphone.
My favorite generation.
About Google SEO, I can definitely show you how to do it, but I can also show you a company that you can pay to do it for you. It has nothing to do with some kind of scam. It's a company, literally. I learned it from YouTube. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I learned it from YouTube first. Then I went around to Google and got the free certification.
Hey, I don't know who's doing that. Please mute that. Don't do that.
Yeah, and so then on top of that, I went to Google and got the actual certification from it. So I can show you how to do it, but I'm actually Google certified. I can pull in my certification. So I'm not sitting here just capping on some BS trying to sell you anything. None of that 7,500 would go to me. This is literal information that can get you, if you're only making 40, 50K. If you just retired, do you. But if you're not doing that and you're not getting your business, and I can show you how to get your business up, or I can show you places where you can get jobs and opportunities. I've done them both.
For a small fee, I can help you out.
You just talking about all you did was invest into the stock market. I didn't say a small fee to me. I could tell you, I just gave you the steps. I'll give you the company's name if you want to, in order to go and pay for yourself, or I will give you the Google certification.
I'm gonna pause it real quick. Can we take a moment to note how he tried to be dismissive of Trey for investing in the stock market? What are we doing? Where does this mindset come from? That there's just a bunch of people who are multimillionaires making $200K a year that are just working like dogs. Where did this come from? At what point did the culture become so jacked up and backwards that it's dope to just work like a dog? Like, I understand you gotta grind, but you're supposed to be grinding and doing something with the money. Like, all this is a legitimized fast money dude. He functions exactly like a drug dealer who washes cars. That's the mindset. Money in, money out. You got nothing to show for it. Business dries up, go get another job. Money in, money out. All you did was invest in the stock market. All you did was own large companies. That's all you did. That's all you did. That's all you did was get some ownership. Okay. But me, you should listen to me. I go out and I make $200K a year working like a dog. Okay. Like, I mean, I guess it's a weird flex, but okay.
Application website to get it done for free. What the hell do you mean? I'm not getting no money off of nobody. You're just talking shit.
Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, so But we're just talking about family structure, right? So we're just talking about how you build up your wife. That's all I'm saying. It's up to you how you do what you want to do with your wife, what you want to do, right? But a wife's focus should be on how to help her husband. That's all. That was the end of the conversation. Go ahead.
Okay.
People in the chat want to know, are they guaranteed to make $200K?
All right, and so that's the end of that. Thank you so much, Dee, for putting on a great show and having these knuckleheads come out and expose themselves. Good God. That is wild. It's wild out here to me, man. Like, I don't understand how we've gotten into this space to where this is what we're doing. Is this what it's gonna be? Like, it's like even if we get some dudes that make some actual money, they're gonna have nothing to show for it. Like, what's the point in working that hard? Why? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. But over here at Future Financial Strategies, you know, every once in a while we'll have some stuff like this. It's heartbreaking that comes up just to show the mindset that we don't want to have, because you can not only learn what to do, sometimes we got to learn what not to do. And we want to not look like this dude out here in these YouTube streets. Don't say that you rocking over here, you one of the Dinero dogs, and then let me see you on a panel talking like this. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, not acceptable. We expect better and we do better. That's how we doing over here. It's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, and we're going to tap out Future Financial Strategies. Definitely make sure you hit the like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you can be aware of when these videos get uploaded, so that way you can stay up to date on the latest content and join in the conversation. Down here, let's first also hit me up in the chat. Let me know. Is this the mindset? Is this the standard mindset for these cats out here nowadays? Like, you just get into the bag and having nothing to show for it and not investing at all? Y'all just buying? Are you investing in Gucci belts? Like, what are you investing in? Hit me up in the chat. Let me know. Until next time, it's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, and I'm gonna be tapping out. We're gonna just keep running the bag up. Just keep running the bag up, people. We're going into Bag Fumble Friday. Do not fumble the bag. We fortify the bag. Bag Fortification Friday. It's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, and I am out.